Welcome to another geometric pour tutorial, or somewhat geometric pour, in our Crystal Edge sea mold. I bought some beautiful ink from Liquitex called Dioxazine Purple. I love this color. And I'm using some blue Orchid mica. And I'm using another shade from Liquitex, which I am not even going to try to pronounce that because it's crazy. And then I'm using Ocean White pigment paste from Let's Resin. And I have some IKEA glass, some iridescent glass beads, and some Recollection super chunky glitter in iridescent black from Michaels. The glass and the iridescent glass beads I use in pretty much everything. For the dioxazine purple, I mixed up 6 drops in 1.18 ounces of resin, and I'm using Pro Resin by Resin Pro. The mica, I mixed up 1 little spoon in 1.01 ounces of resin. The white is 2 drops of Let's Resin Ocean White pigment paste and 1.35 ounces of resin. And for my push, it was 1.6 ounces with 2 drops of that crazy whatever it was blue shade that I can't pronounce. I waited until my resin was 32 degrees Celsius. And I do have 1.52 ounces of clear for the bottom. This pour was created, or the recipe for this pour was created by Sunfire Designs, who does beautiful designs, and I just butcher them, but I get great results. They come out looking different than hers, but I'm just so haphazard I can't follow a recipe. Maybe it's ADD, who knows. So I'm pouring my clear on the bottom and just kind of banging it around, trying to get rid of any air bubbles, popping some with the heat gun torch, and then you're supposed to pour this geometric pattern, and as you see, it just goes wrong again on me on the fifth try. So basically, I just take it and try not to put the resin all in the same spot and just fill up the clear areas. It just seems like you just have to move the resin around the colors, and I also circle it around the outside, which is not part of the original recipe. Then you go in with the same, quote, geometric pattern with the mica. And as you see, I'm just drawing lines across and all over the place. It's somewhat geometric, I guess. Geometric lines. You always got to cross your fingers that it's going to turn out. Then you take your white and do the same thing. What I saw in retrospect after this comes out, I have to keep the big globs of the white away from the edges because they tend to go up in the crystal edges. And while it's okay, I prefer the edges to be all the blues and purples. So next time I'm going to try this with a piping bag, even though you never use piping bags with pours like this, but why not? Then you take the clear push of that weird blue, the PHTH sounding blue for the center. You guys should look that up. It's a horrible way. I can't even pronounce it. And then I take my little glob of glitter and iridescent glass and put it in the center. I have a little bit of resin in there. And I should say the Pro Resin is a medium viscosity resin. That's what makes these designs work. It's the medium viscosity. This is not going to work with cheap Amazon resin from some no-name company. There it's moving and closing. And the next day it's time to demold it. Wow, that turned out beautiful. I love blues and purples. What do you guys think? Let us know what you think of this design in the comments below.